Mon pousseau ou mon pays, oh c'est mon petit paradis. Quand tout bon mauvais l'esprit.
You know, 6.5 years when I left, and all these whatever smells, especially of the sea and food, it's just always been there. You know, it's as if I haven't left when you try all these.
You feel like you haven't left, or?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but you know, I mean, there's been lots of changes to everything.
Yeah.
Especially, you know, the difference between the what colons, or what they call them, they used to call them the colons, and the African people. No, the Seychelles were uninhabited when they came.
Yeah.
It was discovered by Vasco da Gama, and obviously the word went around. It was a nice place, and so people started arriving, mostly the French people.
What are some of your most vivid memories, Sonny?
Mostly going to the hospital and having a lot of pain.
What about happy memories?
Christmas?
Yeah?
Yeah. Christmas were pretty good.
And what about being like at the beach and
Yeah, I loved. I mean, that was normal.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't anything special. But it was always fun. Yeah, it was always fun. I love like all kids, you know, I love being at the beach as well. But I never learned to swim.
how did you have not learned to swim? Did the other kids swim?
Oh yeah. But I think, you know, I was being very protected because of my sickness,
Okay.
and so I wasn't
So you
allowed.
weren't allowed to.
Wasn't allowed to do a lot of things. I did manage to do them despite that, you know. Naughty girl. Haven't changed it. I'm still doing it. Dad just scratched his head and said, "No, I don't believe this. You know, I've gone and, you know."
Mon pousseau ou mon pays, mon papousin me laisse tomber. Mon pousseau ou mon pays, mon papousin me laisse tomber. Mon pousseau ou mon pays, mon papousin me laisse tomber.
Manioc eating.
What is it? What did you say it is? This stuff?
Manioc.
What's manioc?
It's a sort of bit like a sugarcane tree, not tree, but growth. And
Yeah.
they do a lot of things with it.
I thought it would be plantain. They make chips out of plantain bananas too, don't they?
Yeah. Oh, they would, but this is a manioc. Papa used to grow some amongst all these plantations.
Yeah? What else did Papa grow?
He grew sugarcane. He grew vanilla.
Vanilla?
He grew cinnamon. That's the word. He grew cinnamon.
Yep.
Lots of cinnamon, and he did very well out of the cinnamon. When he was young, I mean, he tried everything.
Yeah.
You know, he made whiskey and you name it.
And when you married Dad?
Dad, Papa always had a little snipper of something, you know, a little sip of something every night. And his whiskey was his favorite drink. But kalu, there's a drink called kalu, which is come from the coconut.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's try that while we're here.
Yeah.
Are you going to try some?
Yeah, if they still do it, I don't know, you know. It's very alcoholic.
Mon pousseau ou mon pays, oh c'est mon petit paradis. Quand tout bon mauvais l'esprit, qui envie ou gagne détruit. Depuis le temps pour raconter des histoires, mon poulité pour la victoire. À cause de ça, ils m'ont devoir, pour mon enfant grandit dans l'espoir. Mon frère c'est loi unie, l'amour poussé c'est lien défini.
What kind of an effect, you being sick, what kind of an effect do you think that had on your brothers and sisters?
I don't know that it did, because when I was born, it was just Aline, myself, Claude, Alex, and Anne-Marie. Anne-Marie was only 6 months when I left the Seychelles.
But what about the brothers and sisters who remembered you being here, like Claude and Aline?
Yeah, I don't think it affected them at all. You know, because they kept doing their own thing, because we had nannies, you know. So my life was to go to Grand-Mère, who had a little shack just a few meters away from our house.
Which house was that? Was that the one?
The first one,
Point
Conan, yeah. And it was just a little trek to her place, and I was never walked there. I was carried always. Papa usually. And Mama would carry me too, because I was light. There was no fat in me at all.
How much has changed?
How
much has changed?
Oh, a little bit.
So
my tummy's fat.
What happened while you were at Commerce? Did they just leave you there?
Yeah, I'd spend the day there.
And do what?
And
run away?
Spend time in the I tried to be good. You know, I wasn't supposed, not for myself. You know, I tried to be good, not to get up too often and run around and do things like that. But there were times when I couldn't help myself.
Yeah.
And
what times were they?
Well, when I spotted something that I really wanted, for instance, and it would be, you know, several meters away from me. So
what kind of thing would they be? What would you see that you would want to play with?
I really can't remember. But it would be, you know, something that appealed to me. It might even just have been a shell, you know, that I spotted somewhere on the table or something like that. I thought, oh, I'll go and have a look at that. And I would crawl out of my little bed and go out. And my grandmother was deaf, was blind, so she couldn't see when I escaped. Poor Grand-Mère, and I used to tease her by throwing little things at her, and she would be jumping high because she'd think it was a lizard. She was absolutely obsessed by lizard, like Mama. It was, you know, the two of them. And but yeah, I was a kid. I was only 5, 6.
You wonder where I get it from.
It was my form of amusement.
Qui en vie ou a ou gagne détruit. Et puis le temps pour raconter des histoires. Mon poulité pour ou la victoire. À cause de ça, ils m'ont devoir. Pour mon enfant grandit dans l'espoir. Mon frère que c'est loi unie. L'amour pour c'est lien défini. Mon donne-moi la vie, mon pays. Pour c'est le pays, mon chéri. N'a pas le temps pour m'aziner. Devant nous, il nous destin. Et qu'un regard fixé, l'eau nous démet. En bas nous pavillons, notre
No, you should have 3 because we already had one.
Merci bon Dieu pour protection.
We're sharing. We're working out.
We're dividing up who gets what left of the chips, and we've decided that you need 3 pieces
because you need fattening. And we've already had 3 anyway, or 4.
And I've licked this one, so it's one.
All right.
Mummy.
Oh my God.
So glad I could bring you here.
I'm so glad. Right.
So glad we could bring you here, Mama.
Just shook up the
So glad.
Você c'est mon petit paradis. Quand tout ban mauvais esprit. Qui en vie ou a ou gagne détruit. Et puis les temps pour raconter des histoires. Mon qualité pour la victoire. À cause de ça, ils m'ont devoir. Pour mon enfant grandit dans l'espoir. Mon frère que c'est loi unie. L'amour pour c'est rien défini. Mon donne-moi la vie, mon pays. Pour c'est le pays, mon chéri. Mon frère que c'est loi unie.
Hello, Juliet.
L'amour pour c'est rien.
How is your evening?
My evening is beautiful, and I'm in front of. Look at what Suzanne's got more than what I've got nothing yet, but it's coming. Yeah, it's a delightful evening. The weather's beautiful. The wind is not too strong,
What's
and the music. Just listen to the music. takes me back.
To what, Mum? Down.
To the 60s, yeah, Darwin, or anywhere, you know, because that music was everywhere, so, yeah.
What is under your feet?
Sand! From the
kind of
sea, Seychelles sand, my sand.
Just a status update. Juliet's finished the fish. Susie was struggling a little bit with the crab. In fact, half the crab. So Juliet's also devoured that. And I now see her eyeing off my leftovers as well. Certainly has a healthy appetite this evening. Must be the fresh sea air.
Must be homecoming air.
And the food's so good. It's so good.
Beautiful. Pity Mama's not here. She would be salivating right now. Beautiful.
And the music is fantastic.
Oh, I love it. 1960s.
It's my wrong side.